We're going to need a lot of that.
Last October, we made the long drive to the scenic upstate New York and into beautiful Vermont to visit our son. So come and join us for the trip. All right, let's go. One of the great things that I love about road trips is all the interesting sights and people that you get to see along the way. We stopped at this beautiful rest area just inside New York. Now, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of this lake, but it's interesting that it's only 6 miles away from Lake Erie. It sits 700 feet higher in elevation, and it drains into the Gulf of Mexico, where Lake Erie drains into the Atlantic Ocean. One of the first touristy things that we did was visit a section of the Erie Canal. Now, I'm not real sure what I was actually expecting, but it just kind of looks like a big drainage ditch full of nasty water. But I will say it was kind of cool just getting to see it in person. We certainly didn't miss the opportunity to enjoy some good food while we were there. We met up with Sean's girlfriend in Burlington, Vermont, and the drive there was pretty amazing in and of itself. In Burlington, we visited Shelburne Farms. This place looks more like a medieval castle than an actual farm. Now, this is an actual working farm, mainly for tourists, but it is a working farm. They make cheese here, they've got an operational bakery where you can buy baked goods, and they have a little petting area where you can pet the farm animals. It's actually pretty interesting. The history of Shelburne Farms goes back to the daughter of William Vanderbilt, who was one of the world's wealthiest men when he died in 1885. Lila Webb and her husband purchased 33 farms, which was nearly 4,000 acres along Shelburne Point and the beautiful Lake Champlain. Today, the property is operated by the nonprofit Shelburne Farms, which was formed in 1972. The nonprofit is marked by a deep commitment to sustainable agriculture, healthy local food systems, and above all, to education. So with the beautiful flower gardens, the inn, the restaurant, and the overall impressive property along the shores of beautiful Lake Champlain, Shelburne Farms should rank high on your must-see list anytime you're in Burlington, Vermont. We made our way into the city of Burlington and explored a little bit of what the town center had to offer. We couldn't leave without getting some of the famous apple cider donuts for the drive home while we enjoyed the beautiful scenery that the Northeast has to offer. We made this trip in early October, and had we done this just a few weeks later, the colors of the leaves would have been even more vibrant. Alright, headed back home from New York, and we had to make a stop at Lake Erie. We've driven past here a couple times, being from New York, but this is our first time actually stopping and coming down and seeing the lake and touching the water. Really cool. Love it. I'm really glad that we made the short detour to see Lake Erie, because until we actually got to the lake and put our feet in the water, I never realized what it meant to Alicia to see this place. I was really taken aback by the emotional response that she had seeing the lake. And seeing her so happy in this moment really made this the perfect ending to an already memorable trip.